It's not going to be perfect, but let's get an update, see how everybody's doing, let you know how the month of July went, and just let's get into it. So, my name is Sandy, and I am currently on a weight loss journey this year. Previously, my highest weight was 300 pounds back in 2015. I lost about 50 pounds doing low carb keto type of dieting, and my weight has been yo yoing between in the 240s to the 280s pretty much ever since then up to now. This year, I am on a journey to get to under 200 pounds. I started 2025 at 247 pounds, and so the goal was to lose 48 pounds over this year. I started the year just trying to do a calorie deficit, and then I went to low carb, and then I went to keto, and then I went to carnivore, which is the diet that I'm currently on right now. In the month of July, I had a challenge for myself that I shared with you guys. So I want to give you an update on that challenge and let you know how I did. There were really three non-negotiables that I had for the month of July that I wanted to do every single day. And so the first one was that I would be active for 30 minutes every single day. The second one is that I was going to meditate for 5 minutes every day. And the third was that I was going to eat at a calorie deficit of 1,950 calories every single day. And just to let you know, I did not do those things every single day. There were 2 or 3 days where I was not active for 30 minutes a day, maybe 2 or 3. There were probably 5 days or so where I didn't meditate. And there were probably about 5 days where I did not eat in a calorie deficit at all. 2 or 3. There were probably 2 or 3 days over the month where I ate around 2,100 or 2,200 calories. And I'm totally okay with that because I built these habits and I was doing them most of the time. I know a lot of people talk about like do 80-20, whatever, and I was recording what I was doing in my notebook most days except for a couple. I got sick towards the end of the month, which is where I had a big falling off with the meditating and the activity and stuff like that. And I incorporated some new things into the way that I was eating this month because I wanted to see if I could get some faster weight loss, more effective weight loss. So at 235.8 pounds, on July 31st, when I weighed in, I was 230.8 pounds. So that means I lost over the course of July 5 pounds total, which is absolutely incredible. That was really the first month where I was eating in a calorie deficit most days and focusing on being active. The other months previous to that on carnivore was really just me kind of adapting, relearning hunger cues, dealing with food noise, emotional things, all getting my electrolytes right. There was a lot that built up to me being able to have this month of weight loss. I know that 5 pounds in a month may not sound like a lot to you guys, but for me, that is huge, especially considering how slow and kind of flatline weight loss has been on carnivore. I usually eat 2 meals a day. Usually I fast for about 16 hours, typical intermittent fasting hours, fasting for 18, eating in an 8-hour window. I usually eat around 12 or 1 o'clock, and then I'll have dinner around 5 or 6 at night. And that's what I was doing most days. And I decided a couple weeks back that I would try doing 1 meal a day. And I successfully was able to do it. And that really got up my confidence, being able to actually eat 1 meal a day. Like, it was a big deal, you guys. I didn't know if I could trust myself to only eat 1 meal a day, knowing that that was the plan. I've accidentally eaten 1 meal a day a few times or so on carnivore before all of this, but that was because I was sick or like extremely busy to the point where I didn't have time to eat. Something like that. But on a day where it was like scheduled and planned and I was doing it for a therapeutic purpose, I didn't know if I could trust myself to actually do it. And I did. And that got my confidence up. It really helped me with like my energy and my focus that day, that first day that I was trying it. It was incredible. And so I really think that eating one meal a day has helped me with weight loss as well. My calories have been all over the place on one meal a day. I'm still tracking everything I eat, like every single day, weighing it, trying to be as accurate as possible. But like some days I'll eat right around 1800, 1950 calories. Some days for that one meal, I'm not that hungry and I'll eat maybe 1600 calories. On the days where I'm not eating one meal a day and I'm eating a couple meals a day, I've noticed my hunger is a bit higher, and that's when I ate a couple different times, like 2000 calories or 2100 or 2200 calories, something like that. I think that fasting definitely helped me lose weight, even though I roughly have still ate the same amount of calories. So I do think there is something to be said for me and my body, at least. There's something happening mechanism wise, fasting longer than my typical 16 hours. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm confusing my body because it's on a different eating schedule. I don't know. Maybe it's like giving it more time to do healing and help. I don't know. I really don't know. I've learned a lot and read a lot about fasting and insulin over time. But at the same time, now that I'm trying it on me, it's like I've forgotten everything and I don't really know why it's working. I think it's probably because I hear so many different opinions about fasting, that it's good for women, it's not good for women, you should do it, you shouldn't do it. It releases mTOR and cleans up dead cells, and it can help you age in reverse. And other people say none of that's true. And so at this point it's just like I'm on information overload, and so I'm just experimenting on my body to see what works for me. And that's pretty much where I'm at. And fasting this past month definitely did help. I think I'm no, I know. I'm going to continue using one meal a day as something in my arsenal to help me with weight loss. I have been doing it maybe 3 or 4 days a week, and so that's been going pretty well. I made a video where I talked about this, but I haven't put it out yet. So I need to get that video edited and talk with you about my first week of fasting and just share all that with you. But you guys, I am sorry that I haven't posted anything in the past couple of weeks. I got very busy with the new job that I had and just other life things going on. But I have remained on carnivore. I told you I would give you an update if I was changing anything. 2 different times I tried to eat peppers and onions, and no ill effects from that. So I've had 2 meals where I incorporated peppers and onions with my steak bites. No issues there. So I think I'm good with peppers and onions. I just, even though I could, I think, include it and eat it daily, I'm not. I don't know. If I feel like I want it in my food, I'll put it in there, but I haven't really. Eating carnivore is just so simple, I think, is why I've stayed on it. And I just continue to have my husband buy me meat type groceries. And if I'm ordering something for myself, I'm going to get meat. So I'm staying definitely meat based. But by the way, I told you I would let you know I'm being 100% honest. I had some green peppers and some onions. And then I do have some organic marinara. And when I cook my Italian sausage, sometimes I'll use that as a condiment and dip my Italian sausage in my organic marinara. So I guess at this point I'm either meat-based or dirty carnivore. I don't know. You let me know what I'm supposed to be classified at this point so I can be, accurate when I'm telling people. But the whole point of eating this way was not so that I could be really legalistic and just stay on carnivore for the rest of my life, unless that's what I needed to do. I was hoping that I could add some foods back in eventually. So add some foods back in. I did have a weight loss. I'm trying one meal a day. Like, I'm just working on trying different things to see if I can get the results that I want. So anyway, that is the update for July. And I am just so thankful that you guys are here, that you watched the video. If you watch this update all the way through, could you drop me like a steak emoji in the comments? And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.